Hello everyone, we are Seth and Sandra Dunn, and we'd like to share a little bit of our story with you. You know, over the years, Sandra and I have pioneered a number of things, and some of those things have been successful, some have not. And so I imagine any of you out there can associate with that sometimes life really works well and sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, it's been interesting because we've learned that pioneering is both exciting and exhausting, right? It's a lot of work. And at the same time, we do it because there's great reward. But, you know, at some point you have to ask yourself, why bother? You know, why go to all the work to do something new? It'd be nice if I could sit here and tell you that what we're announcing to you and what we're sharing with you about is God's direction. God said, do this, but I can't do that. And I'm going to share a little more with you about that here in a minute. But, you know, we're starting a church, and that's a big undertaking. It's a big deal. And we need to have a reason for doing that, right? And I'm not here to tell you that God told us to do it, but we want to do it. And I'll share with you a little more about that in a minute.
Yeah, because for 2 years, Seth and I have been through a whole lot. We have been through COVID, which everybody has endured, and we have experienced Seth going on sabbatical, which he kind of did and kind of didn't because of COVID. We have spent a lot of time seeking God's face and seeking his heart about our next steps, what we should and shouldn't do, where we should be going, and where we should be giving our time. We've complained about sitting still, being forced to sit still. And at the same time, we've known exactly that. We are supposed to be sitting still and listening and paying attention. So those are all the things that we have experienced, not all, but close. We've contemplated everything. You know, we've talked about, do we start a business? Do we move across the country? Do we retire and go to some 55 and up community where all we have to do is socialize all day long? We've talked about, you know, well, we have worked for churches. We've done projects, a lot of those kinds of things that have been fruitful and beneficial. And we have experienced what we think a midlife crisis must look like and feel like. So we have, in the last 2 years, felt confused and simultaneously at peace. It's been 2 years of just dichotomy, which maybe a lot of people can say, but being in that space of not knowing for sure and having things just so wonky, it has given us a space and a time to think about what's next.
Right.
So why would we start a church? Why pioneer something again? Put out that kind of effort and energy. Why in this season? Why, when we don't have a word from the Lord, why would we do this?
Yeah.
So that's what we're sharing.
Right, because the thing that we've been challenged with is both amazing and challenging. So both those words fit in here, because basically we felt like God came to us and said, "What do you want to do?" And we, I look back at God and I'm like, well, "You tell us what to do. That's how this works. You tell us what to do." But no, we felt like He has said, "What's in your heart? What do you want to do? And let's do that." It's almost like He said, "You're going to choose something good. You're going to choose something after my heart. So just choose it and go for it." So that opened up a lot of opportunity, and yet the challenge that Sandra's just described, because we needed to search our hearts and find out what is in there. What do we want to be doing? How do we want to participate in this world as we go forward? And Sandra and I really, through that process of really slowing down, like you said, and paying attention and digging into our hearts and discovering where is that passion, we discovered, we really do want to give to people, give to our world, give of what's in our hearts to give. And so getting to that point, we've realized a few things. We've realized that we love the message of God's goodness. It has revolutionized our lives. We love relationships, and specifically the relationship we have with God. It's amazing and just gets better and better all the time. We love the message of God's grace and God's heart towards humanity, because it's of incredible value. God just loves people so deeply. We want to play our part in helping people connect with the depth of God's amazing compassion and love for them.
Yeah. We've discipled many. We've been youth pastors. We've been mission team leaders. We have built whole organizations around missions. We have done so much discipling people. We have had a leadership training that we've done twice a year for years. And so there's been so much discipleship that's gone on.
Yeah.
And we really want to do that on a fuller, broader, deeper scale. And so we believe that our message is unique, and we believe that it does. The message that we carry we do believe that it actually brings life abundant, which is what Jesus said in John 10:10.
Right.
And so
Right.
we love people, we love having fun and having relationship. So we are starting a church because we want to.
Right.
And we know it's pioneering, it's going to cost us a lot. Of course, there's a ton of energy and work and effort that has to go into it, but it's what's in our hearts to do. So it's worth it. That is what we keep coming back to, is it's worth it to get the message out, to help people understand community and being involved in a community. And especially in this time of our world being what it is, this is huge and it's valuable and it's important. And so I think that is for us why we want to do this. And we know that the Lord will work with us. And we know that this brings great joy if we do it how we plan to do it.
Right. And on that final note, if you know us at all, if you don't get to know us, but this is not going to be normal. We don't do things very normal. So this is going to be fun. We're going to be disciples together. We're going to walk in the goodness of God's life together. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So don't come expecting this to look like normal church, because it's probably not. But I'm telling you, every personality style out there, everybody who is different and unique, you're going to get something out of this, I think. So come check it out. Come and see.